Would you look what I found walking down the side of the Cumberland Parkway at about 6 o'clock this morning, completely unattended and very near danger with them semis and everything. I was on my way to work. This little guy made me late. I had to pull over, wrangle him, run him back to the house, and then race back into work. Oh, I know, buddy, but we're gonna be buddies though, aren't we? I know. It was day 2, just got home from work about 4:30, got my hillbilly clothes on. I'm gonna get this little guy out. Man, is he a big guy. I know, he's such a good boy. He is. Come here, buddy. No. He's a good boy, we're gonna hang out, you're gonna be my buddy with you. Hey. He's a good boy. He is. You won't go outside? I set you up a pen. A little short on chicken wire. I'm just gonna. That's why I don't throw anything away. The wife's always telling me you don't throw anything away. It's because it always comes in handy later. All right, ladies. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make this work. Doggone it. I know, buddy. He's a good boy. I know. Here. I'm gonna put you down. Right there, you good boy. I know. So, Rooster over there, he suddenly took an interest in picking. That's what he does right before he just pounces. Yeah, see that? All right now. You don't want to take him on, he'll mess you up. That's what he's saying. Now, watch your language there, buddy. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, uh-oh. Sweetie is over 6 years old. She's like, I ain't having this. Oh, yeah. He's gonna mess you. Yeah, look at that. Like Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Buddy, I don't think you're, that's just adorable, but not very intimidating. And here comes Stanley. Stanley's like, don't worry, buddy. So here we are, 5 months later. Sam and Stanley were getting along beautifully until about maybe a month or so ago. They weren't anymore, and they got into a nasty fight. Now, Stanley is a great rooster. He started over humping my girls a little too aggressively, so the solution for that was to just put him over the fence and let him have the rest of the property, just so he doesn't tear up my little silkies. They're so small, you know. But now that we have Sam, he's the heaviest bird that I got. And he singles out them silkies too, and he's going to end up killing one of them just by trying to breed with them. So, had to lock him up in the back room of my chicken room for a little while. I got a little tool room back there. And I decided to build something. So I had no other choice. I'm not going to get rid of him. He's mine now. Today I'm going to get up a quick 5 by 8 by 16 foot pen. Now what I'm doing is I'm saving a lot of money by buying my machine fabric or cloth or whatever you guys call it, depending on where you're at. They seem to have variations in what they call it. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about right here. I'm in a hurry to get this up. I've never seen it wrapped in paper. So, Lowe's, they have a 3 foot by 25 foot roll for 71 bucks. I used to get it for 35 a roll. There's no way in hell I'm going to be able to do this job and keep it affordable. It would be over 450 bucks if I went to Slows. So, that is a 4 foot by 50 foot roll I got from Amazon for 45 bucks. Now I saw a few complaints here and there about stuff like that. Can you see that? That wire's a little screwed up. Now, I'm not going to need all of it, so hopefully if it gets me through the job, man, I'll be happy for the money. I got 4.5 complete 5 by 8 foot sections out of that. I got to get another roll. I'm going to roll the dice. I see some people say they have worse luck with it, but I'm going to get a few of these into place. I just finished leveling the foundation as best as I can. I don't really want to go solid cinder block because of the moisture. We got a bit of a slope there, so I want to make sure that there's nowhere where water can accumulate, and then the runoff from that carport, it has to stay open and breathable. So we got the back into place. Just going to center it on those supports in the back. Had to turn those rear supports. And we're going to set in the sides. And then we're going to zip in a few screws to hold it in place. Well, I got everything pretty much wrapped and fully assembled. Didn't get a chance to get the roof panels on before the snow hit, doggone it. But let's take a look inside. So I actually framed out a door inside the frame. It opened and closed just fine until I got everything nice and square. That's fine, no big deal. It was kind of a tight fit anyway. So now I hammered in them little braces down there, digging that trench because we're going to lay some more of that wire. It's going to go into the ground. Well, it's done, guys. For the most part, I'm actually 3 panels short. I wish it would have overlapped a little more. There goes my little rescue. He looks like my little man in the house, so I call him my mini man. But he's not so mini anymore. Yeah, so you got 5 foot by 8 foot by 16. And then I got the wire in on the top, so I don't need to worry about this trying to, you know, hold up against hail or anything that might happen, because, you know, this is also to keep anything from trying to climb that cloth on the outside and squeeze underneath the plastic if it were just the plastic. So anyway, yeah, it's a little, yeah, so I got the whole job done for $110. It's Amazon, look it up. It's like defective wire, but I got lucky twice. It still gets a little bit of runoff from that carport. So it gets a little wet there. Hey! Okay, I got a problem here. Hey, stop. Get back in there. All right, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Guys, hold on. All right, now we got that under control. Yeah, that's why I got to keep him locked up. Normally he's on him, but he seemed to be holding his own, so I'm glad he got in a lick before I had to wrangle him. He's really a good guy. He's just an alpha. I got this whole job done for under $500. Is that actually right at $500? And because of the grade of the yard, I put that garden bumper in there, so it stays pretty dry with the exception of that missing roof. But we're going to go ahead and step in and hang out with my little guy. Hi, buddy. No. Sorry, bud. I know, bud. I'm sorry, but you know what? I wanted to come in. So see, I am dead set against caging any of my birds that I wanted to free range. Now, that's why I went as open as possible, you know what I mean? And I went with the clear panels on the top so he can get as much light in. I wanted to pimp it out a little bit. I'm going to put some lavender flower boxes in. I'm going to put a little box for him. I'm going to find him a woman in his weight class so he's not tearing up my silkies, you know? And this is going to be a nice little place. I want to be able to bring my laptop in here and work on my book while I'm hanging out with my little buddy. I mean, he's a good-natured guy. He just can't get along with anybody. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and run. Yeah, this has been one heck of a couple of months. This guy, he really tore up my Stanley. Tore up his comb. I mean, it was like a Manson family get-together. It was blood all over the floor. I didn't know where it came from. And I saw him standing there, just blood dripping off of his face. And it dripped most of the day. And right when it stopped, a few hours later, he's dripping all over my floor in the house again. So I cleaned it up, put some triple antibiotic ointment on it. And hopefully having him in here and Stanley getting close to him through here, maybe they'll squash their beef and become friends again, because it would be great if I could use this for something else. I swear I never thought Stanley was going to kill my little Chip. He's a jealous guy. And I'm upset, but I'm not mad at him. He's doing what roosters do, you know what I mean? So I had to come to terms with that. But yeah, I'd like to get me some Cornish and maybe put a few of them in here, you know, or maybe get some quail. I don't know. I'm certainly not going to get any more ducks. They were fun for a little while, but they have their own list of challenges that comes with them, and I really just want to stick with chickens and roosters and maybe a couple of turkeys eventually. So, Stanley, where you at, boy? There he is. Here's a good boy. Oh, I know. I finally opened the window. Hey, man, you just kept pouncing on my little shizmo. Too much. I know. Hey, as you noticed, I'm working on scraping the floor so we don't have a whole lot of straw, but I can't let you out the front door here. So this is how I get him to bed. He thinks he's coming out the door, but I'm leaving it open real quick just for some light. So let's go get my other guy in. Fence, there goes my ducks. There he is. That's Sam. He's a good boy. I know. I just can't have you out. There we go. Where are you going, bud? Why don't you enjoy some of your day? Stretch those legs a little bit, buddy. And then I'm going to back out this way. There he is. Come on, buddy. You gonna come in? Come on, buddy. Turn the light on for you. Let's go. He's a good boy. Did you have a good day? I know. There we go. All right, bud. Yeah. I just gotta kind of stand between the two. I know. You don't have to worry about anything. Look at that. I know. You know the drill. You're gonna go up and get in bed. Look at him. See? Had him since October, and I got this guy on a routine. So, come here, buddy. He's a good boy. All right, buddy. Try not to poop all over my tools, man. You got some open bench space there. Dang. I'm going to try to take things light on the politics. I think there's enough crazy on the internet, and I'm just getting sick to death of just reading nothing but bad news and conspiracy theories coming through my feed. So I'm going to create a space for you guys to come where we can just talk chickens or other things, you know? I don't want to be another one of those channels. So until the next one, guys, stay out of trouble. Keep your head on a swivel. We'll holler